Muy buenos días, muy buenas tardes to everybody. My name is Ray Andujar, and I am your Spanish professor. It's a pleasure to meet you. I just want to let you know that I have been able to grade most of the introductory activity in which you introduce yourselves. So very nice to meet you. I was able to see what you share there, how you communicated with your classmates. I appreciate that. So most of that work is already graded and commented on most of the work. Most of the work is graded. All of the work is graded. Most of the work is commented on. So this video that should be done, a long time ago. So my apologies for that. But we are still here. Semester is young still, and my goal is now to be more consistent with my post and the way that I'm going to deliver the material. And this video, besides apologizing, is also the objective of the video is go ahead and take care of those things. So most of the things of the syllabus you already manage, and some of you have a couple of questions regarding the syllabus. So basically you will find it in the under the tab that says syllabus and information. So basically what I'm going to do today real quick is going in this short video is go over the first parts of the introductory weeks that we went on. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you so I can show you that. Okay. Okay. So we are Spanish 1, and this is Fall, Otoño de 2023. Mi nombre es Ryan Dujar. I am a writer, basically from the Dominican Republic. Been working in Governor State for like 8 years now, usually teaching philosophy, Spanish, and all that. So I said I am a writer. I basically write fiction. I have 3 novels and 3 short fiction collections, and I also write movies and theater and all that. As of today, I am a professor at Governor State University, but I am also the cultural representative of my country in the United States mostly. So we have an office in New York. We work at the UN too, and it's pretty exciting. Being able to bring the Dominican culture to every part of the world, every part of the world, but mainly here based in the United States. A quick overview of the syllabus. So basically you have the information there. Our goal here is to try to learn, to touch up basic Spanish. I was being able to see in most of your introduction that most of you will have Hispanic parents, Latino parents, or took Spanish in high school and stuff. So my goal here is to try to spark some memories of those courses, and also try to give you a lot of grammar and context so you can understand when those things come back to your memory, you can understand them real quick. You are familiar with the work on the discussion board. Usually what I grade you by, what mostly what we do, it's going to be posted on Blackboard, and it's does discussion reading reviews on the discussion board. That's mainly where your grade is going to come. We do going to have assignments, we do going to have one-on-one practices, but basically the work that you do on the reading reviews on the discussion board is what we're going to put together for your final project or your final dossier. um on the scheduling, yeah, we're just gonna try to go week by week. Right now we haven't been able to do that, although I think that by the work that we have in the forum, we have 4 forums in the discussion board, so that should cover 4 weeks. We are entering now into the 5th week of the semester. So if we move around and we ask the questions that we need to ask, and if I answer them properly, I think that we can catch up to our 5th week with no problem at all. As we know, Spanish is like in the United States is is basically the second language, and it's one of the most languages spoken in the whole world. We're gonna go more into that, into the historic part of that, but that is the truth. For me, learning another language has a lot to do with my mind. You know, English is not my first language, and I am still thinking that I'm learning English every day. For me, the biggest thing learning English was to overcome my fear, you know, my pronunciation and all that. And what has helped me a lot personally, I love film and I love literature. So what I try to do is try to immerse myself in those worlds, even if it's reading works that are translated, or if I'm watching a movie, for example, putting the captions or the subtitles in Spanish to try to understand what's going on. The information that you see here, basically, I took it from the syllabus, you know, um, how is so important to understanding Spanish. Now we here in America, every day in our jobs, you know, in the job market, it's very important. Let's see. Sorry, I think that's frozen here. Okay. Yeah, and I just mentioned job market before that little lapsus there, but you can see, yeah, I'm talking about health, law enforcement, legal, business. You know, actually, right now we're teaching a Spanish for business class. Um, and also, I think it's really good, you know, keep your mind entertained when you're working with another language. It's like just learning another skill, and I think that can be attained. Right now, people will say like, "Oh, if you didn't learn it as a kid, you're done." Now with neuroplasticity, we know that we can learn stuff even until the day we die. So we're there. We are going to try and at the end of this course and demonstrate an elementary level of language proficiency in Spanish, just elementary, and also being able to describe cultural products and practices associated with particular countries and, you know, Latin American and Hispanic culture. By work, we mean activities posted weekly on the discussion board, and assignments will be posted on assignments. We're going to have assignments. We're going to have assignments that we're going to, so we can set up practices ourselves. And also the feedback. I will try to prompt, you know, be more, you know, try to grade this work faster and give you feedback faster. So finishing here this brief video today, um, introductions, as you saw in the discussion board, like introducing yourself in Spanish is not as different as introducing yourself in English. Just a couple of things here that we're gonna see forward. You have to say when you are introducing yourself in Spanish, what you're gonna do is you're gonna say mi nombre es, my name is, mi nombre es. Or you can say, yo me llamo Maria, you know? But see the difference here. When you say my name is, mi nombre es, the verb that you're using is to be, and it's at the end, is, es. If you are saying yo me llamo, the verb that you're using is llamar, to call, to name. So be careful of using two verbs in the same sentence. You never want to say yo me llamo es Maria. You never say that, because then you have to call, llamar, and to be, ser, in the same sentence. So again, every time you introduce yourselves, you're going to use two ways. You're going to say mi nombre es Maria, me llamo Maria. Okay? Greetings. We hug a lot. That's the thing for us. Like, we hug and we kiss. We hug and we kiss. And honestly, I'm Latino to the core in that sense. But sometimes I just don't want to hug. I just want to be hugged. And you know, it's a thing, because sometimes people get offended when you don't hug them back and stuff like that. The Columbus discussion. Hey, listen, I understand that the point of our, and I'm gonna do a post, like I'm gonna do a video totally on the Columbus thing, like a historical thing. I just want to say that you that said that Columbus is an assassin, a murderer, a thief, and a bad person, etc., you are not wrong. That's your, that's, you know, that's an opinion. It's a valid opinion. You're not wrong. But those of you that said that Columbus was an adventurer and that he was a traveler and all that, you also not wrong. He was both. The thing is that we have to discuss this in the bigger context of ideas. So it's my fault because I asked the question that way, but it's basically to spark this argument, this healthy argument that we had in regards to the idea of Christopher Columbus. I think that we as a society, we got to stop thinking about Columbus and think about the things that we've done as a society, because right now, what was Columbus Day became a Hispanic Heritage Month. So instead of being a day, now we have a whole day celebrating Hispanic heritage in the United States. And that is the important part. That is what we can do as a society. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna stop this video here. We do gonna make another video. Is taking it right there, talking about of the importance of Hispanic History Month that we started last week, and also talking a little bit about culture and history. Those things I posted in the new forums today. I remember that you have a new forum. I'm already up with my grading, and also you have course materials under the course materials tab. You do have another chapter of the book, and also some exercises. And yes, I'm also going to do a video on the book. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Que tengan buenos días y muchas gracias por su paciencia.